Welcome to Over the Hill Adventures. We are Stan and Rhonda, and we're glad you're here. In the fall of 2024, we traveled from our hometown of Lake Havasu, Arizona, to Vancouver Island, British Columbia for the very first time. Although it wasn't our first time putting an RV on a ferry, it was our first time putting our 35-foot Grand Design Influence fifth wheel on a ferry and crossing the border into Canada. Okay, here it goes. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
How many do we have in there?
Just two.
Can I get your side window here? I see you have one pet. Do you have other pets with you?
No, ma'am.
Do you have the rabies certification for pups?
Yes, ma'am.
So what brings you here?
We're just visiting for 2 weeks.
I just want to see her face.
Okay.
Hi. So, hello.
Yeah.
So what will you do in that time?
We're going to be camping.
Where?
We'll be camping on the south to Petter Bay RV Resort.
Okay.
Then we'll be going up to Tofino to Surf Grove, and then we'll come back to the east side, and then we'll go to Vancouver and up to Whistler and then back down.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's a bit of a longer trip.
Yes.
This is your truck and fifth wheel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you had both of them?
This is 2022, and we just bought that 6 months ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. So in your possessions here in the fifth wheel and the truck, what do you have for alcohol?
I would say we would have 1, 2, 3 bottles.
And what about cigarettes, tobacco?
No, ma'am.
For either?
What's that?
No
Cigarettes?
smoke.
No, we don't smoke.
No cigarettes.
And what about weapons?
No weapons.
So firearms, tasers, stun guns.
None.
What do you own at home?
What do I own at home? Like firearms wise, I'm a police officer, so I have quite a few firearms at home.
Okay. So you don't normally have your sidearm when you're out and about?
Well, I carry when I'm in the United States, but I know for a fact that you can't take it in Canada, so it's all
That
left.
doesn't always stop people.
Yeah, no, well, it stops me because I know exactly what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do.
Okay, so there's absolutely no way that you have a handgun in the truck?
None.
Ammo, holsters?
None. None whatsoever.
Okay, how often do you go up to Canada?
This is our first time.
Okay. Or where are the items now then? Are they home or are they stored?
They are home. They're locked up at home.
And you felt okay doing the rest of your travels without?
You know, it's a little daunting, but
Yeah.
it's our first time. So, but we know not to come to Canada with firearms. So that's it.
Are you meeting up with people here? Do you know anyone?
Actually, we have family members that are here in Victoria, like in-laws,
Okay.
that we might meet up with, but we haven't made contact with them. We told them we would make contact with them once we're here.
Okay, so you're not specifically dropping anything off for anyone here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, there you go. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, it was like 20 questions. You did so good. Holy smacks. Okay, I think we win as far as like questions because I don't think I've ever seen anybody ask so many questions.
We have to admit, this was an intimidating task, but after the pleasant experience of the ferry ride and then participating in the game of 20 questions at the border, we spent the most incredible 2 weeks on Vancouver Island before heading to Whistler on the mainland. But if you remember, not all memories were incredible for Stan.
Well, slow is pro when you do it. I hit my kingpin, so
On the kingpin.
kingpin doesn't give. So I put about a 2-inch gash in my head. So we're gonna get some stitches in, and then we'll be back on the road again.
And that we were. We didn't let this mishap stop us. In last week's video, our time in Canada came to a close, and we crossed back over the border into the United States, but not without a little bit of unintentional drama.
So we were told to go to the truck lane. That was probably a great bit of advice, but it was the wrong advice because you're not supposed to do that. But they were gracious enough to let us through.
In this episode, we are heading east on the 90 after leaving an absolutely incredible campground, Wanupum Recreation Area in Vantage, Washington. We highly recommend making this place a stop on your travels through Washington if you are heading east or west along the 90. We made this just an overnight stop, but we actually regret not staying at least a few nights. From here, we drove 3 hours to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for our 6th Grand Design Rally.
All right, we've arrived. So if we haven't told you, this rally is being held at Blackwell Island RV Park. So excited. They've got everything that you can imagine. And then there's a trail, a rail trail nearby. So we're gonna see if we can't get together like an impromptu bike ride like we did last time and get a group out there to ride. So now we wait.
Blackwell Island RV Park is located on the water. They have 182 sites with over 140 pull-through sites, and they're all big rig friendly.
Got to hear to the rally. SRT to the rescue as usual. Couldn't get headway with the service department at Grand Design. No worries, they just got to do what they got to do. But anyway, this was the problem. This is a Furrion furnace. They use these plastic fan cages, and this is basically, it's supposed to have a fan that goes on, and basically this is how it broke. So it sits in there like that. It was a pretty easy to, well, I shouldn't say pretty easy, but it was a pretty easy install to get the new fan. Thank God the SRT had one, so Ron and I had heat for the first time on our trip. So there you go. I didn't film it. I don't suggest probably you do something like that just because we were desperate because we're on the road. Definitely think you ought to have a dealer do it. But we took it and we got it taken care of, and that's it. End of story.
Now we found out from SRT, right, that they install these both ways, and then you had the gentleman next to you think he had something different.
They thought that he had a different heater, but they basically, you know, followed the same model. So it either goes up and down or side to side. It doesn't matter. You still have the same model. So there you go.
It's all fake, so you're cozy. All right, smile. You're on candid camera. Thank you.
You said them perfect.
I did because they were just enjoying the family.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's a great boat. Hi, how are you? Good. Thank you.
All right.
Hi. And look at this. All right, you want to do the I'm King of the World? Wow. Oh, you got to go that way? All right. I guess we're going this way.
See what it looks like. Oh no, you got to go to the front of the boat.
Wow. Fun.
That's great.
It's great. Very relaxing. Very fun.
This is the Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course, and it's the home of the famous floating green. The movable floating green island hole is world-renowned for its unique design and engineering. It is truly one of the most fascinating things we have ever seen. If you're a golfer, let us know in the comments if you've ever played here and how you did.
That's the world's longest floating boardwalk. It's nearly 3/4 of a mile in length. Fortunate boat owners at the Boardwalk Marina called the hotel for room service.
The lake cruise was a highlight, but we decided to do a little exploring on our own. So we blew up the kayak. Well, I should say Stan blew up the kayak. We grabbed a few friends and we head out around Blackwell Island. Stan even found a boat he never even knew he owned.
Stancraft.
Hey, this is my boat right here.
Wow. Stancraft. He made this one.
This is my boat right here. It got my name on it.
We absolutely love going to rallies for so many reasons, but mainly because of the people you meet and the friendships you make and take with you. We love that there's always a community give back opportunity where everyone can participate. If you have never been to a rally before, we highly encourage it.
Bye, you guys. Success. Thank you.
To be completely honest, we were pretty exhausted at the end of our trip and didn't film much in the form of content if you couldn't already tell. But there is one last stop we definitely want to share with you. Horse Prairie Campground is in the Clark Canyon Recreation Area about 20 miles south of Dillon, Montana along Interstate 15. This is a great overnight stop, or you can stay for up to 14 days. And by the way, it's absolutely free. And we were the only ones in this loop while we were there. We have traveled almost 50,000 miles over the past 4 years, and we can honestly say this was one of the top 5 most beautiful views we have ever woken up to. But if you're looking for something a little more convenient, you can pull right off of I-15 to Beaverhead Campground, and you will wake up to the beautiful views of Clark Canyon Reservoir. We thank you for joining us for Season 8. We would definitely appreciate if you could like, subscribe, share, and ring the bell so you get notified of our next video. We can't wait to share what Season 9 has in store. Thanks again, and God bless.